All right, guys, week 3, Suboxone withdrawal. Actually, today is day 23. Sunday was the 3-week mark, so 21 days. But it was Labor Day, so I was busy. I kind of quickly just wanted to go over what I've experienced the past week, which is not very much. And then I'm going to talk about my addiction story and where I am now, I guess. Okay, last week, really the only thing that I've been fighting is fatigue. I sleep good. I sleep about 8 hours a night. I go to bed around 7, 8, maybe 9, which is weird because I used to stay up really late. And I get up between 5 and 6:30-ish. Let's see, for sleep, I'm only taking trazodone and magnesium glycinate and hydroxyzine. I've been on hydroxyzine and trazodone for, ever since I've been on Suboxone, which is 7 years. I still am afraid to take the melatonin. And excuse me, I'm sitting in my son's playroom because that has the best lighting. The melatonin, I think I took it around day 9 or 10, and I thought I was through, like the withdrawals. And I just flopped like a fish pretty much all night because of the restless legs and arms. I almost took it this weekend just to see what would happen, but I just forgot. The mornings I wake up pretty good. I would say around 11 or 12, I still take a nap. I think there was one day where I did not take a nap. I might have laid down. I still don't sleep more than an hour during the day when I try to take a nap. But that's fine. It seriously helps so much. And then, I've been pushing myself, push through the fatigue. Even though I want to lay down, I know if I do, I'll just feel worse. It's going to take me longer to get better. I've been learning about ways to boost natural dopamine. And that is doing stuff that takes work but also makes you happy. So like working out, going for walks. I did a lot of yard work this weekend. A lot of yard work. Cleaning my house, stuff that takes effort and you can see progress. So don't be scrolling on your phone all day, because that is easy dopamine and it won't last as long. So I've also went for walks with my dog. Yeah, I think that's it for week 2. I still have a little bit of sweaty hands. Another thing I noticed, like the first week, I was freezing cold. The second week, I was hot and cold. And recently, I've been running like a little bit warmer. So I think my body regulation, thermal regulation is starting to level out, which is good. I still crave a lot of protein. I eat good, at least 3 meals a day. I eat healthy. I eat a lot healthier than I did when I was on Suboxone. I don't really crave too many sweets. I craved a lot of sweets, oh my goodness, when I was on Suboxone. I drink a lot of caffeine. Like, it's crazy, but it doesn't really affect me. I don't get anxiety, I don't get the jitters. I was drinking a lot of caffeine when I was on Suboxone, so that's probably it. Okay. And then the reason why I want to share about how I got to Suboxone is because you'll hear different stories with different experiences, especially on YouTube. And, you know, I jumped off at 4 milligrams this time, but I jumped off, this was my 5th time, 4 times this summer, so 3 months. And the last 4 times were just hell. For 7 to 10 days, I jumped way too high. You know, but I don't really regret it because I am where I am now because I did that. If I had to do it again and I wanted to get off quickly, I would take my weekends if I was working. I would not take anything. Maybe like Friday morning, I would take my dose, and then I would not take that afternoon or evening dose. And I wouldn't take any until Monday. This will still lower your tolerance a little bit. And then on Monday, you can take, you know, just try to take as little as you can. You can do long weekends and stuff like that, but that's what I would do. I suffered. So, and this time I feel like I got off easy, which is really weird. And I'm so happy, but the point is, not everyone's experience is going to be your experience. You just have to try. You know, and I have a really fast metabolism, so withdrawals always hit me within 24 hours. And this time, they were over within 48 hours, pretty much. I mean, I had still had some lingering stuff, like weakness, and you can go back and watch that, but okay. Let's see, I started using around 14 years old. I was smoking cigarettes, I was drinking alcohol, and smoking weed. Shortly after, I found pills. I don't think I was even 18. I think I was probably like 16. I was prescribed like 3 times Vicodin in a year. One was for like wisdom teeth, and the other, I think I had mono. Maybe they prescribed it for that. And I don't know. But I got hooked on pills instantly, and I fell in love, and that was my drug of choice. But I still used alcohol and weed, and then I eventually graduated to Molly and DMA. I got heavy into the rave scene before I was even 18. I think it was like 17, 18, maybe a senior in high school. And I partied for probably a good 10 years. Well, almost 10 years. Pretty much almost every weekend. And then, I had 2 DUIs by the time I wasn't even 21. My first DUI was like 17, 18, and then my last DUI was when I was 20. So I went to jail for 30 days for the second one. I had ignition interlock for 7 years, and I'm grateful for that, but it was just like the judge threw the book at me. And then I got into coke and meth. My last relapse, I was doing like 30 blues a day, 1,000 a day habit. I had a child. Not proud of any of this. And there was just no way I could get off that high of a dose without being super sick and my family noticing, which they were helping me out when my son was little. So I went down to the motels with my brother and someone gave me Suboxone and I got on Suboxone. I was on it for 7 years, like I said, and I'm very grateful for Suboxone. Today, I feel free. Yeah, I have fatigue. Yeah, I have, I'm tired. So what? I still push through. I still get up. If I need to rest, I rest. You have to listen to your body. But I do try to get stuff done because that makes me feel good. I can deal with the fatigue. When I was on Suboxone, I couldn't even take naps. So I love that I can, at least have a 20-30 minute nap now. One more thing I noticed. So last week I noticed my brain telling me or trying to trick me that it's missing something to function, which would be Suboxone. I think I said this in my last video. But it's also like my body knows something is missing and it just doesn't function like it should. Like, especially in my indigestion. I have indigestion. When I was on Suboxone, I never burped, I never sneezed, I never yawned, and I can do all those things now, and it's just, and music, oh my goodness. Music has gotten me through these past 3 weeks. Like I said, I was into the rave scene. I still listen to that music. But when I was on Suboxone, I rarely listened to music. Like in my car, it'd be silent most of the time. Except for long car rides, I might put on some music. And I've just been listening to music constantly. It's always on my phone. It makes me happy. It keeps my mind occupied. It just, it boosts my mood. It gives me some energy to get stuff done. And also being out in the sun just for like 20 minutes, you can feel your mood and your energy levels lift. So all that to say, I don't regret a thing. I'm sharing my experience to give others hope that life does get better. I mean, I didn't realize how much of a dark cloud I had looming around me, Life is just brighter. I can feel my emotions. I keep saying free. I just don't know how else to explain it. I don't have a ball and chain I have to worry about. I don't have a ball and chain that I need twice a day for me to be okay. Like, I don't know. Everyone's experience is going to be different. This is just my experience. I am not here to bullshit. I'm not here to say it's going to be easy, but it's worth it. It's not as bad as coming off opiates. It's milder and a little bit more drawn out. I mean, drawn out like it's slow to come on and kind of slow to leave, depending on your metabolism, how long you were on it, your dose, how healthy you are. Like if you eat healthy, you work out, you know, take supplements if you need to, you probably will have an easier time getting off of it, where I didn't do any of that before. I only started that when, you know, this last time when I was detoxing, and maybe that helped. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is already over 15 minutes, so just wanted to jump on and say I'm still doing good, still kicking ass, still taking names. Here to spread hope. And yeah, if you have any questions, if you're going through this, if you know someone that's going through this, you can just put your questions in the comments and I will respond. Just helps to feel like you're not alone, because I know that's how I felt for the first week or two, just alone. Didn't want to leave the house, didn't really have a group of people around me, you know, and nobody understood what I was going through. So yeah, okay, that's it. Bye.